Sign up for the Agranak Studios newsletter at agranak.com. Oh yeah! Today's a special day. We're going to be unboxing a starter set that came out 30 years ago this year. It's literally the anniversary. First Quest, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. Still has the shrink wrap on it. This thing's 30 years old. Let's get into it.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss an upload. And join the conversation over at the Agranak Cult Discord. Alright, this looks pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, First Quest, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. So friggin' cool. This is an audio CD game, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So this is part of my personal quest.
Pun intended?
Yeah, I guess so. To find all the Mystara or Karmikos box sets, adventures, and everything that was part of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. It was just a really cool and well thought out thing, and as dorky and as kind of cringe as the CDs are, they are kind of endearing to me. I had a lot of great adventures in Karmikos, in the world of Mystara.
It's not really a setting that gets much attention.
No, but Mystara is everywhere. I mean, if you've ever been to the town of Threshold, that is Mystara. At any rate, I'm kind of nervous to get into this, but I really want to get into it, so let's do it.
All right, man, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Use my pipe tamper. Oh, man. I don't know, they just don't make things like they used to. Even the shrink wrap on this is more quality than today. Wow.
All right, there goes your resale value.
I don't care. The point is to keep it and maybe even play it. All right, let's open this up. Box is nice and tight.
Yeah, you're always getting tight boxes, huh?
Yeah. Well, here we go. First thing you see, Dungeon Master screen.
Has kind of a lavender sort of look on the inside. That's different.
Great black and white art and everything you need to run the game right here. All your references. And this was back in the day before landscape really was a thing for your screens, your Game Master screens and all that. And so this is vertical or portrait style. Let's see the picture on the back here. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That is really cool.
It's got a poster of the Karmikos, basically an advertisement here. And this is actually the cover of the box set. And they were calling it Mystara campaign, but they ended up going with Karmikos. Kingdom of Adventure. Wow, this thing's huge. Great looking poster. So awesome. Little thin on the paper. So friggin' cool.
This is some quality stuff. Oh, you got some miniatures there and some dice.
Yeah, let's take a look at these dice. Oh, I gotta open them up. I'm probably gonna start playing with these dice.
I mean, that's what you do, right? You play with dice?
Yeah. But I mean, in my weekly games. How cool are these? So awesome. I love that orange D20. Orange is one of my favorite colors there. They don't make, I don't know, just awesome. So a full set of dice came with this. So great. 6 miniatures, and these are the different characters that come pre-gen. I'll eventually pop those out of the sprues. I think that's what those are called, sprues. And pre-gen characters. Slinker. And it's got thief general rules on the back side. Everything you need, your percentages for your different thief skills. Awesome. Morganth the Mysterious. So cool. And then giving you general rules. So everything you need, all your references as a player, beginning players, right there. Silverleaf Half Moon, Fighter Wizard. Tells you all the rules. So good. Beldar the Brave. And the rules on the back for them. The Town. And then the different places. Little key on the back. Delvar Iron Fist. Dwarf Fighter. So cool. Reading a character card, so a reference for your card. And there's a record sheet that you can print off.
Man, this is a great box set. I mean, what a great introduction to the rules, the game, everything else. I mean, we haven't even gotten into the meat yet.
Yeah. Lorden the Pure. And how to be a cleric. So here's the Monsters and Treasure book.
That's an amazing Jeff Easley picture right there. And that was on the Monster Manual 2, right? From Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, first edition?
Yep. And so giving you all the stats, a great 2 monster spread on each page with just enough information. And you're off and running. Simple. And it seems like all box sets have this great simple design. Like there's so many people that are part of the OSR that love basic and expert, and it's because it was so simple. You didn't have to go hunting for rules or anything like that.
Treasure generation, cool.
And magic items.
Ah, that is awesome, man.
The adventure book. Now this thing is thick. How many pages here? 64 pages, but they're pretty decent pages. And there's 4 adventures in here. 2 of them that are guided with the audio CD. Then one kind of takes those training wheels off, and then the 4th one you got to kind of have to flesh out, and it teaches you how to create adventures.
It's really well thought out.
Yeah, this was creating dungeon masters for the long haul. They weren't looking for someone that's going to play once or twice. They really wanted to give you as many tools as you could possibly have all in this box set. Here's the CD. I'll have to rip this and we'll listen to some of the cheesy tracks, but man, it's so cool. So cool.
That was a lot of steps. I hope it was worth it.
Actually, Wizard, I thought it felt kind of good to stretch my legs with a short climb.
You would, fighter. All right, stand aside. I'll see what's in there. You know it. There's a pit leading straight back down.
Can you tell how deep it is?
There's no way of knowing, but it's deep. Hey, wizard, do you think it's magical? Maybe we can all just step onto it and float down.
Oh, I wouldn't try.
You go first, thief.
I'll drop a torch down and test the depth.
Good idea, cleric.
Thank you.
Well, looks like you got some maps there.
Yeah. There's like a haunted mansion sort of adventure called Harrow Hill, or Harrow Hill. There's Tomb of Damara, Harrow Hill, and these are the adventures that are in there. And then they take you into Wild Space for the 3rd installment of the adventures. And they even have a little map for that. And then they have Mount Dread. So 4 maps on this poster. And for your cleric, here's your cleric spellbook. All right there at your fingertips. So you hand them the cleric character sheet, and then here's your spell book.
Very cool.
Here's the rules book, which is really thin. Let's see how many pages. 16 pages of rules. Bam, and you're off and running. And really, the rules that are in here are the only ones that you need.
Yeah, it's true. And really, second edition was all about homebrew anyways.
Yeah, it really leaned into homebrew. I mean, you couldn't play at 2 different tables ran by 2 different dungeon masters and get the same rules, or at least not have 5 or 6 different homebrew rules that are being run. Here's the wizard spell book.
Nice.
All the way up to 3rd level spells, I believe. Yep. Everyone's favorite, Fireball.
Yeah, how to TPK your party from within the party.
Yeah. Then we've got some advertisements. Oh, and here was the proposed box set cover. This may have been the UK cover, I'm not sure. This box set did come from the UK. So, but they ended up rebranding it, at least in America, and it was Carmico's Kingdom of Adventure with just this picture. Turbocharge your game with these must-have ADnD rulebooks.
Oh yeah, ADnD 2nd edition really is my favorite version of the game.
And it is mine as well. Even with Thaco, however you want to say it, warts and all, I don't mind it, because once you start playing, it's not a big deal. It's a customer response card. No QR codes, no emails, no websites. Send it off to Lake Geneva.
Nice.
And get more out of your game. Get into the network, Polyhedron, Newzine, and becoming an RPGA network member. So they've got, in the United States, a 1-year membership was $25, 2 years for $40.
Wow, very cool.
Let's take a look at the rules book and just kind of flip through this a little bit. So within this box set, you had your 4 basic character classes: fighter, wizard, thieves, clerics.
Alright, classic, nice. And it looks like only 3 different races: humans, elves, and dwarves.
Yeah, so keeping it real streamlined, which is, I think, a great idea anyways for any game. Talking about what being a dungeon master is, the order of fighting, time and movement. The rounds were in 1 minute. Characters move up to 120 feet per round, or 12 inches on a map.
Very cool. How to attack. Roll a 20-sided die, subtract the die roll from the character's Thaco number. If the result is less than or equal to the monster's AC, the attack hits.
Yeah, so Thaco being 2-hit armor class 0. How we did it was we just pre-did all that stuff. If a monster had an AC of 5 and let's say you had a Thaco of 18, we would subtract 5 from 18, you get 13, so I would say you need a 13 or more to hit, and usually that wasn't a problem. Most of the time, everyone had a +1 or +2 sword or any sort of magical enhancement, which is what I love about these OSR type of games, even 2nd edition. It's that you take your character and you go out adventuring for magic items.
Yeah, don't you do that even in 5th edition?
Yeah, but you don't have to, because your magic items are baked in with feats and with class features and your class paths and all that stuff. It's all baked in. But here, if you wanted to get better at stuff, usually with a 1 or +2, +3 AC adjustment, armor, and all that stuff, you have to go and find this stuff. And the only way to find it is to go adventuring, get into those dungeons, and find those magic items.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
So character hit points, so 0 or below unconscious, -10 or below you're dead. I still use that as a homebrew today. No death saves in my game. We use -10, and they can even be, I'll have them even be still active in the fight in those negatives, but they get those negatives tacked on to any roll that they're doing. And so they can be taken out, and it just shows the wooziness, but That's just what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing with you for a long time. It's a great way to do it.
Yeah, and some people don't really like the negative death, that whole at death's door thing, but I always thought it was great. Thought it was fun. And it wasn't, get out of hell free, but it put everyone on the table on alert to go and help that person, stabilize them or whatever, all while they were still moving and fighting, even though in the rules as written, you're unconscious at 0 or below. So, again, 2nd edition homebrew.
Yeah, very nice.
Gets into alignment, and normal equipment. Short, to the point, easy. So good. Not a million rules that you need to look up. So we already took a look at this. Let's take a look at the adventure book. Now, in the box set that came out 1 year after this, which is after Wizards of the Coast kind of did their rebrand and all that, only included 2 adventures. From what I understand, it included either the Tomb of Damara and the Ghost of Harrow Hill, or it was Under Mount Dread, because they didn't do the Across Wild Space, which was your Spelljammer introduction. I'm not really that into Spelljammer, but it is interesting and always has been interesting. But this goes into showing you how to use the CD, really easing you into the process.
Yeah, with all those icons. That's really cool. You follow the symbols.
Yeah, the maps are here for reference on the interior, giving you all the Dungeon Master goodness that you'll need.
So you happy you got this?
Yeah, I'm real happy. This is friggin' awesome.
So maybe you can take me through one of these adventures.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, let us know in the comments if you want to see me and DM Wisdom play one of these adventures in here.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. All right. Very cool. Just kind of flip through the rest of this. So, without getting too in-depth here, knowing what, 5th edition has come out with their box sets, I think the one that I really liked, and I even have a review of it, was the Essentials kit. There'd be a card that pops up right here. But even this is so much better. There's not a lot of air in between. They really packed a lot of stuff in here and filled up the box, which is, really great, especially for the price. I'm not going to adjust for inflation, but let's see what it says on the back here. Let me put all this stuff back. Now down here's the price.
$30 US, $42 Canadian, and £21.50 in the UK.
I ended up with shipping because this did come from the UK. It was about 75 American dollars. So I really lucked out on getting this box set. It is a really great piece of history. Gonna look good on my shelf, and I am going to play a little bit of it once I get these miniatures and everything out of the box.
All right, that just about does it for us. Thanks for stopping by Agranak Studios today. We'll see you on the next one.
Later.
This video was brought to you by the generous support of our patrons. Consider becoming a patron so you can help us make more content like this. Or get yourself a t-shirt below. Later.
All right, do this and do that and do this and do that. And watch this video.